Plaintiff Christina Allen says she's been friends with the defendant for almost 2 years, and her friendship with the defendant has put such a financial strain on her that it's causing problems in her marriage. Christina's suing for unpaid childcare fees. Defendant Jesse Nicholas denies that she is the problem in Christina's marriage. The problem is that Christina's husband beats her. Jesse says Christina is nothing but a con who's been to jail for failure to pay child support and food stamp fraud. And she denies owing her anything for daycare fees.
Prove your case.
Well, Your Honor, actually, it makes me sick to even be here in the courtroom today suing Jesse because I thought we were friends. Obviously not, because we are here.
How long you been friends?
Almost like 16 months, almost 2 years. The stress and the drama that's came from the situation we're here today has caused my marriage to be on the rocks. Me and my husband were actually almost...
I'm sorry, Your Honor, that is absolutely not true. Her and her husband are on the rocks because he beats her up. They've already been to court. I was with her when she went. He was court ordered to take anger management.
That's not why we're here. We're here because...
You're the one that started talking about your husband.
But because
You start blaming your problems with your husband on her.
Your Honor, because of this, the financial problems that I have is because of her.
Okay, and he jumped on you because of her?
No, Your Honor, we had problems before this, but it wasn't financially.
Sounds like you believe what she has done to you is worse than your husband going upside your head.
No, it's not.
Okay, give me some more background.
Okay, she tries to play a single mother and make everyone feel pity for her, Your Honor. Boo-hoo. I have 5 kids and nobody pities me. She has 4 kids.
Okay, but you are not a single mother, are you?
No, my husband.
Right, so that's the difference.
Well,
You're comparing your situation to her.
She's not a single mother.
Right.
I am a single mother. I'm sorry. I am a single mother. Okay, but the difference between her and I, her children do not even live in the household. The only thing she has to pay for them kids is child support. My understanding...
Your children live with you?
Your Honor, actually...
No. Do your children live with you?
Me and my ex-husband have shared parenting now. Yes, Your Honor, they do.
They did not at the time.
So they live with you half the time?
Yes, sir. She is not single. Her boyfriend lives with her and actually makes $18 an hour. I was there.
She has no rights to his money. She has no joint monies. All she has is single monies. Go ahead.
Well, Your Honor, I quit my job because of this. I quit my job.
Because of what?
Because I was watching her children. I agreed to watch her kids.
Okay. What was the agreement?
That I was going to watch her kids and I was going to get paid for it.
Good enough. Ma'am, why don't you give me some background, then we can get into the specifics of the daycare expenses she's suing you for.
Okay. Well, to start it all off, sir, I, again, am not the problem for her. Her and her husband's marital problems.
How often has he beaten her?
Well, he's beat her up a couple times when she had lived upstairs from me, okay? And then he beat her up at the apartment that she now lives in. As a matter of fact, when she was going to jail on the weekends.
She was going to jail?
She was going to jail on the weekends.
What did she go to jail for?
Child support, a failure to pay child support.
Hold on. Ma'am, you went to jail for not taking care of your kids. You went to jail for not taking care of them.
Your Honor, me and their father was in the process of going back to court for shared parenting and...
Ma'am, you didn't pay your child support and you were locked up, period. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I only have 3 of my kids living at home with me. One of them lives with my mother, but I do have 4 kids.
Okay, and your boyfriend lived with you?
No, he does not.
All right, would he beat on you?
No.
All right, good enough. Go ahead.
This woman, she's a con, okay? She is already in trouble. She's already been convicted of food stamp fraud, okay?
For not paperwork misplaced. Yes, sir, I have.
You were convicted for misplaced paperwork. Did the other judge believe that it was misplaced paperwork?
I never went in front of a judge.
How did you get convicted?
I was on diversion.
You were on diversion?
Yes, I was on diversion.
And you didn't go before a judge who sentenced you to diversion?
When I got first put on diversion, yes, I did.
Did you ever go to a judge?
Yes.
Well, you're a little liar. Everything you say is a lie.
Your Honor, not to become a convicted felon.
Everything you said.
All right.
Every single thing. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, anyway, in March, Christina was actually on the verge of losing her job. She was having problems. She didn't like the fact of having a boss, okay? I've talked for months about putting my kids in daycare. I was actually at that point in time paying somebody $50 a week to pay my kid, to watch my kids. Okay, for 3 kids, $50 a week is a beautiful deal. I really don't know why I would go from paying someone $50 a week to paying someone $375 a week. Okay,
No.
I was fine with the babysitter that I had. She had doctor's appointments come up and stuff like that. Well, you know, that's fine.
Let me allow her to tell me the details and the agreement and whether it was $375 a week. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
The agreement was it's $125 a week per child, which is $375 a week. And that's actually in any child care provider, that price is actually cheap. Well,
That's in the home?
yes, sir. It's in-home child care. She said that we were talking about she wanted to get a child care voucher because she wasn't able to afford the child care. I said, okay, we went down there. I took her to her appointment. I had watched her kids a week before that, before we even went to the appointment. When I called down there to talk to them and ask them, would they backdate it from the very first day that I started watching her children, they told me no,
Right.
that I would have to go after her for that. Well, when I got my letter in the mail, because I am a convicted felon, they said that they weren't unable to process me as a registered provider, that I had to have my file appeal. I filed an appeal. It's being overturned right now. Okay. She knew that she was going to have to pay me.
How many weeks did you keep the children?
7 weeks.
And you haven't received anything?
$120. And that was here and there, Your Honor, and that was for gas.
Ma'am?
The agreement was the only way that she was going to get paid is if the state paid her. She knew that from the get-go. I never once told her that I would give her money out of pocket. Before she quit her job,
Did you give her money out of pocket?
I gave her $50 out of pocket the first week that she watched my
you never
kids.
agreed to.
No, I never agreed to.
But
I
you
never
did
agreed
anyway,
to, but I
just
gave her $50 out of
charity.
pocket. Well, because she had had my kids for a week.
There
and that's
you
what I
go.
normally
So
pay
it
my
was for
other
compensation.
She was paying the
Okay.
other
Quiet. You paid her something
I
on
paid
the
her.
first
I
week.
paid her $50 on the first week. Which
Right,
is,
that
which,
wasn't the total amount for the first week, I'm sure.
Well, see, here's the thing. Now, she told me when we start doing this, you can just go ahead and give me the $50 for the first week for watching the kids, since I had your kids all week. Okay, so I gave her that $50.
That was the amount she was charging.
No, Your Honor.
For the first
3
week, yes.
kids, a whole week for $50.
$50.
I need that deal
I have stupid on my
for my
forehead.
grandchildren who I don't have yet. Can you save that deal for me?
Okay,
Go
she had
ahead.
texted me while I was at work one day. She asked me if I would give her the $15. It was $30 total for 2 $15 money orders that she needed. One for a background check, one for a neglect check. Okay, she told me that if I went ahead and got her those 2 $15 money orders, that she was just going to quit her job. So I had actually gotten off work
Essentially
early
what
that
she
day.
did say earlier, that she quit her job to take care of your children. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I did go get the 215. I never asked her to quit her job. I never asked her to do
Gotcha.
this. Okay, the whole thing about the kids, her getting paid for the kids, is the state was supposed to pay her.
Ma'am.
She knew that.
Are your children wards of the state?
No, they're not.
Right. So the state doesn't take care of your children. You take care of your children. Because the state might give you a subsidy, then that's all the better. But the state has no obligation to take care of your children. All that is on you. People need to understand that these aren't rights. They are subsidies. They are gifts, in essence, from the government that taxpayers have to pay for. I don't even know your children, let alone pay for them. Take my money to pay for your children. However, I am a good enough human being that I don't mind paying enough taxes to take care of young people or children who can't afford, or their parent can't afford to take care of them. You have my point, ma'am. No one has any obligation, the state or no one else. Those are gifts from taxpayers. This is between the two of you. You not being able to get your money from the state is not a defense to paying for services she provided to you. So who do you think should pay her?
I don't know who should pay her.
All right, I do. You should. $2,505 is your judgment. Have a good day. Judgment
Your
for the
Honor.
plaintiff.
No, I can't be friends with a liar.
And I can't
do
be friends
that.
with someone that doesn't follow through with what they're going to and just talks about everybody else. So no.